I'm Dave Kaiser from CCX Media for this special update from the City of Brooklyn Park, telling you what is open and not related to the parks. And we've got the expert with us here, Brad Tullberg. He is the Parks and Facilities Manager. Welcome, Brad. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. Thanks, Dave.
And right now you're in the city facility because we've got construction going on, which is a good sign to residents. We'll talk about that in a minute, but we want to get some information out about use of the parks and the trails in the city. Very important information. Now, what can you tell residents, Brad?
Well, mainly we want people to be able to get out and enjoy our parks and trails 100%. In these days where there's not a lot available to people, our parks and trails are open and accessible. But we do want them to realize or understand that our playgrounds and our park shelters, picnic tables, we do not recommend the use of those amenities within our park system, just because of the ability to potentially transmit the coronavirus. And we're not able to sanitize and take care of those things on a daily basis. So we're recommending to people that they stay clear and do not use those amenities within our system.
And let's talk a little bit about group games. So some folks have been talking about, well, let's go out and play basketball or football or a sport like that on some of these great parks. Again, you have some information for them that maybe is not the best thing to do.
Yeah, as fun as that may be in the springtime, we're discouraging that activity as well. Really, the social distancing guidelines of staying 6 feet apart really come into play, and things like basketball and football and soccer games, things like that. You just really can't respect those social distancing guidelines. So we're asking people to refrain from those activities for the time being as well.
All right. And one thing that I know you're working on in the city is some signage. Tell us about that process now to help remind people what is and is not the best thing to do at this time. Signs are coming, right?
Yes, signs are coming. There will be some temporary signage that's going up immediately here, but we do have some other signage that we're in the process of printing. In our inclusive nature of the facility business, right, or Brooklyn Park business, we include 3 different languages with all our signage. So English, Spanish, and Hmong. So the translation and getting everything just right and getting those professionally done signs out and in our parks so everybody can understand the messaging. It takes a little bit of time, but that'll be coming soon.
Very good. Let's just give people an idea in general about the parks and rec facilities within the city. I know there's a number from the Dome to the Community Activity Center, Zanewood. The word is really, at this point, everything is closed. Is that correct?
Yes, unfortunately, all of our city facilities are closed at this time. We're hoping to reopen in the near future. Staff has been working to disinfect facilities and make sure that we're ready to reopen whenever we're allowed, but for now, everything's closed.
And along that list as well are the 2 golf courses in the city of Brooklyn Park, but there is some talk about, could that maybe be open a little bit earlier than other things? Tell us what you're watching and what the word is on that.
Sure, we both golf courses, Edinburgh and Brookland Golf Park, are anxious to get open. We believe that golf is a great activity that can easily implement the social distancing guidelines and allow people to get outside and be active and give them another opportunity other than just walking trails and things like that. So currently, under the executive order, golf courses aren't allowed to open until May 1st. We're hoping that the governor in the state of Minnesota reevaluates that and we can potentially reopen the golf course, maybe not the restaurant or clubhouse, but at least the golf course when the stay-at-home order does expire.
Very good. Couple final points we wanted to touch on. First of all, programs and activities throughout the city. So as far as everything that was going on during the spring, again, what's the status of that? And as far as looking to the future, I know you're trying to think about what to do for summer. Where are we as far as registration and how those programs might look for summer? So spring and summer, what is the latest on programs?
Yeah, we've canceled all of our spring programming through May. A lot of our programs end early May, mid-May. With the disruption in the schedule, it was just not practical to be able to continue to do those things. Our program teams are working hard on planning for summer. We're planning to implement summer programming some way, shape, or form.
Uh-oh. There you go. That's all right. It's live, so things are moving. Okay, so they're looking ahead to summer programs.
They are. They're looking forward to the summer programming and being able to have options for people as we have in the past, but also looking at some creative ideas to implement new things as we've got some time to do some additional planning.
And the key is to look to the city's website. So brooklynpark.org is a great place to find out information about all the programs. They even had some fun information about activities to do at home on that site as well. And again, a lot of the COVID-19 info there as well. Let's end on a positive note as far as construction. And the reason you're at the building today, I understand, is there construction going on. So everything hasn't come to a halt. You are still working ahead to improve facilities. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, we have two projects going. We have a number of projects going, but there's one at the Community Activity Center where we're adding air conditioning to our gymnasium. So
Great.
A little more comfortable space for people in the summer activities in our gym. We're also working on a Lakeland Park project. So yeah, a lot of, even though our buildings are closed, staff is busy working in one capacity or another.
All right. I can tell you've cleaned your desk there because it is a slippery desk now, isn't it, Brad?
Keep sliding away. Yep.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you very much for the information, and good to get an update from what's going on as far as future projects, but currently information now to help people out to be safe in the parks. Brad, thanks for your time from the City of Brooklyn Park. And again, we'll leave you with the website, brooklynpark.org, place to find out all of the information about the park programs, but also how the city is responding to COVID-19. Brad, thank you very much. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.